Every day, in unnoticed corners of life, kindness blooms. A young boy helps an elderly woman carry her groceries up a flight of stairs. He doesn't do it for attention, for praise, or for reward. He does it because it's the right thing to do. But what he doesn't realize is that the woman, moved by his simple gesture, decides to call her estranged sister that evening and patch things up. One act. One ripple. A wave of healing. And that's the magic. The ripple effect of kindness is invisible but immeasurable. One small deed can travel miles and touch lives we'll never see. You pay for someone's coffee in line behind you. They, surprised and smiling, decide not to honk at the next slow driver. That driver, spared from stress, goes home and hugs his daughter a little longer. That daughter, feeling safe and loved, draws a picture that makes her teacher cry. And just like that, your simple coffee became a symphony of compassion. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more connection. And kindness is the glue that binds strangers, bridges generations, and melts the toughest of hearts. Sometimes, it's just a smile. Sometimes, it's holding a door. Sometimes, it's sitting beside someone who thinks they're all alone. It doesn't always feel grand. It often feels small. But it is never wasted. There was a girl once, quiet, unnoticed, always sitting at the back of the class. One day, another student noticed her silence and sat beside her. They shared lunch. They shared laughter. They became friends. Years later, that girl admitted that she had once planned to disappear until someone's kindness gave her a reason to stay. That's the power of presence. That's the strength of care. Kindness is contagious, but not like a wildfire, more like a spark in dry grass. It doesn't burn everything down. It lights things up. And when you pay it forward, you set off a chain reaction that doesn't just touch one life, but many. It's the homeless man who returns a lost wallet. The teenager who gives her jacket to a stranger. The nurse who stays an extra hour after her shift to comfort a scared patient. They don't do it for recognition. They do it because they know we rise by lifting others. This is the world we're making. A world where people pause to help. A world where we choose love over judgment, understanding over anger. A world where we don't wait for someone else to be kind, we start with ourselves. Because if not us, then who? And if not now, then when? It's not about grand gestures. You don't have to change the world. Just someone's world. A teacher who believes in a struggling student. A neighbor who brings food to someone grieving. A child who shares their umbrella with another. These stories might never make headlines, but they shape humanity. And that's why they matter. Imagine a world where every person shows kindness once a day. Imagine the ripple. Imagine the lives touched, the pain eased, the hope restored. It's not a fantasy. It's a choice. And every single one of us holds the power to make that choice. To make the world we want to live in. Not through wealth. Not through fame. But through compassion. You have that power. Right now. Right here. Whether you're walking down a street, scrolling through your phone, or just sitting quietly beside someone who needs company. You never know who needs your light. You never know whose life you're about to change. So let's start a movement. Not with protests or petitions, but with kindness. With holding the door. With writing a note. With forgiving. With showing up. Because when you show up with kindness, you give others permission to do the same. And that, right there, is how the ripple becomes a wave. This isn't just a video. It's a reminder. A spark. A gentle nudge to all of us who sometimes forget the strength of softness. We live in the world we create, and every act of kindness is a brick in the foundation of a better one. So go on. Smile at someone today. Lend a hand. Send a message. Pick up that piece of trash. Call someone you miss. Start the ripple. Be the reason someone believes in good again. Because the world we make starts with the hearts we touch. And that is kindness. That is the ripple effect. That is paying it forward. And that is the world we believe in.